Yep. What going on? It's your boy Jah and
Night. It's the Jah and Neci. What's up, Jah? What's up, peoples?
what's up? What's up? We're back with another live broadcast, live episode of Same Difference Podcast. I getting confused now because I almost say a different day. But yeah, this
I
is
heard it. I heard it. I heard it.
woo, we doing a lot, man. Is this how it feels when you're doing radio, you're doing podcast? Woo! Mufasa. All right. Yo, yo, Marcus, what's good? What's good? Marcus in the chat come to see
Hey, Marcus. We see you in a few.
we have a wonderful guest for you tonight, and as usual, she is repping the Virgin Islands strong, and she's repping it in a way that, like, she's doing so much that you've never heard of, and it's crazy because it's like she has. You'll see the wall. So I ain't even gotta tell you, but she's doing so many things, right? It seems like they just took a bunch of things, words, nouns, and put them together and said, "You're number one at this." That's how many big things that she's doing, and she's killing it. So we have Dawn Wells. She is the owner and the lead medical fitness practitioner of DWF Wellness. She also has Angel
Hmm.
Eyes. We're going to talk about Angel Eyes too. She's a former Marine, and as a Navy man, as a sailor, usually it's competition. We ain't doing that tonight. It's all of our positivity. Nisi, you ready? Because I ain't tell
I am
Nisi.
ready. I'm ready to be educated. Let's go.
All right. Hey, Marcus said you had to catch the best podcast in the VA and the glasses. Y'all see that wall back there? Semper Fi. So I don't know. Marines, like, they're never not a Marine. So we have a Marine. I gotta ask her about that. Because they're always a Marine. All right. Just to make that clear. But she's waiting backstage. Can't wait to bring her forward so she could tell her story. And we're gonna get right into that right after these messages and this beautiful being footage. Hey, there she is, the whiz of wellness herself. Do I call you Dawn, Mrs. Wells? Doctor. I don't know. What do we call you?
Dawn.
Dawn. All right.
God, next. I like the
Nobody.
whiz.
The whiz of wellness. And
The whiz.
unlike that other whiz of Oz, this one real. All right. So we're gonna let you introduce yourself. Nobody does it better than you. Can you go ahead and tell the people who you are and why you're here today?
Yeah, so my name is Dawn Wells. I am your Wiz of Wellness. As Josh said, I am the owner and founder of DWF Wellness, which is actually based in Covington, Georgia, as well as the founder for the nonprofit Angel Eyes Fitness and Nutrition. And on that brand, we do group fitness for the blind and low vision community. And we've actually taught class on St. Croix and St. Thomas as well. And so I have been in wellness for 13, almost 14 years now. As a medical fitness practitioner, everybody's like, what is that? So I am medically trained to treat your chronic condition like diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, utilizing fitness and blood-based nutrition, because there are certain things that you should and should not be doing when you have these sicknesses. So I'm medically trained to treat you with that. I also bill my services to your insurances. And blood-based nutrition, we'll get more into that and why that's really, really critical and important for someone that is suffering from a chronic condition. That's
Oh, all right. So I don't even know when to start because you heard
five
all the
minutes.
words, right? And look behind her. Nisi got a wall of glasses. She got the wall of degrees. I just got, my virtual background because I ain't do much.
Right.
But let's start from the beginning, right?
Okay.
So you're a Marine. You're
Rock.
big into fitness, health. Did it start at school? When did you realize like this is what I love? I love fitness because that's a hard thing to get into.
Yes. No, it did not. I had an IT background years back in my first career. But I also suffered from bulimia and binge eating.
Mm.
And for well over 25, almost 30 years, actually. And which is an eating disorder. And so uh, from there, I got help for myself and came to realize that there's something to this, right? And from there, I started to teach Zumba because I did love fitness as I was healing myself from bulimia. And from there, it just grew. I realized there's more to this. And as I got further and further along into that realm, I was like, you know what? These same principles can heal people from sicknesses. And so that's really how I got started with my own journey and healing myself first.
And when were you, if you don't mind telling us, when were you
Yeah, I don't
diagnosed
mind.
with bulimia?
Say it again.
When were you diagnosed with bulimia? When did that become your reality?
Yeah, I was officially diagnosed in 2012, I believe it was, or 2010, somewhere around there. It was when I turned 40, and I'm 53 now, so 13 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, so that was I was officially diagnosed then and put on medication. And my doctor said, I didn't want to be on the meds. She said, well, if you exercise more, you could get off the meds. And so that was it.
So okay, was this like a regular doctor, or was this like a holistic doctor? Because usually doctors don't prescribe exercise.
It was a psychiatrist.
Mm,
Mm.
A, psych-
Interesting.
a
okay.
psychiatrist.
And they told you if you exercise more, you could get off the meds.
Yes,
And
because she knew of my regular profession. At that time, I was doing, into fitness and always in that, but I had a massive weight gain, and the bulimia just was at the worst point ever, the worst point ever, to where I just could not control it. I was getting food out of trash cans. It was just really bad, which is what prompted me to go see someone because something was going on up here. And yeah, so I went in going through that process. She knew I loved fitness, and she said, well, if you exercise more, like I said, you could come off the meds. You don't have to do it because it has to deal with your serotonin, endorphins, and things like that.
so, for those that may not know, you could correct me if I'm wrong. So,
Mhm.
bulimia is defined as a serious eating disorder marked by binging, followed by methods to avoid weight gain, which would be like purging and stuff. Bulimia
Correct.
is potentially life-threatening. How
Yes.
so? Yeah, this is something that was mental that was going on with you. So, how did fitness and exercise, uh, align with that? How did
So,
that work?
like I said, she told me I always loved to exercise anyway.
Hmm.
But I had gone through so much and was just really, really sick. I started to get physically sick, right? And so when she told me that, it triggered something. It made me want to do more. It made me want to get to find out more. And then my god sister, she was like, "You should teach Zumba," because she was teaching Zumba. I was like, okay, I was doing it several times a day anyway. So then my first fitness certification was in Zumba, believe it or not. And I started to feel better. And then I noticed the impact it had on my clients or the people that were coming in, participants to my classes. And I'm like, I love this, right? But that's not enough. People need more. So I just kept going for more and more knowledge. Then I went back to school and got more into entered into the medical fitness program, did that. And then at the same time, I was learning more about blood-based nutrition and became a nutritionist. And so first a nutrition coach, later on a nutritionist. So I just continued to expound on it. And the more I learned, the more I implement with the people that I was seeing when I then became a personal trainer. And I saw the impact it had on their health, right? They didn't have eating disorders, but they were sick. And I was like, there's something to this. And so I just started putting it all together. And from there, hundreds have been healed, gotten off medications. If not gotten off medications, reduced medications from this process, what I call my 3S method. And that's really, I mean, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I left the corporate world, opened up my business, and I ain't never looked back.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Working for yourself in itself is amazing, because that's my goals. I don't like working for people, and I buck authority any chance I get.
No, really?
Marcus says you're the Dr. Sebi of Zoom.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Zumba? Is that the best?
Zumba. Hey, a healing is a healing, man.
That's right. I was gonna say, I'll take it. No worries. I love it.
No, so you mentioned a word that I would like to get into. You brought it up. What is blood-based nutrition?
Yeah. Man, so here's before I tell you exactly what it is, right? So think about this analogy, right?
Okay.
Yeah, to a fish. You know fish, right? There's a saltwater fish and a freshwater fish. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
These are just this is let me preference this with it's a Dawnism. Okay, so y'all about to learn Dawnism 101.
Okay.
All right, y'all good? You with me on that?
We ready,
okay.
ready.
Yeah.
So when you think about a fish, it's freshwater, saltwater, right? They both need bodies of water. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
But what would happen if you switch sides and you put the fresh and the salt out? Would it thrive or would it die?
No.
It would die.
Yes. So think about blood. It's just like a fish to water. If I'm an O and you're an A blood type, we both need bodies of water. But in the term of humans, macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and fats. But doesn't it just make sense that where I get my body of water from or my macronutrients from is going to be most prevalent to my blood? Doesn't that just kind of make sense? Would you subscribe to that?
I'm gonna pretend like I know what macronutrients are and say yes.
That's okay. We'll come back to that later. That's yes. Meat. Put it in the Western terms: meat, dairy, those things. Okay.
Yes.
Bread, Johnny cake.
Now you
understand.
Now she's talking our language. Yeah.
Right. Conk. So if it has organs, y'all, or it comes from something with organs like a lung, heart, or something, it's a protein. Now you got me?
Yeah. We got.
Yeah. All right. So back to the blood-based eating. So just the common sense of it is based upon whatever your blood type is, right? Where you get that conch or that Johnny cake is going to be most prevalent to your blood type. Now, those are not good analogies. They're not good examples, but you kind of get where I'm going with.
Yeah.
Right. So to that point, everyone needs the three main macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. All right. But where you get those proteins, carbohydrates, and fat from is going to be prevalent to your blood type. Because if I'm an O and I thrive on eating meat and getting my protein from meat, and you're an A and you thrive on getting your protein from plants, if you switch us up, it's not going to do the same thing for us.
Okay.
I dislike conch too. I was just saying that.
Yeah, yeah, it's just an example. So why isn't it something that doctors like instruct us on? Why isn't it
Yeah.
something that's taught in health class or anything?
First of all, doctors only get one nutrition course in their entire career. That is not what they
Crazy.
do. I
That's
I only had to learn about medicines because of the impact that it has on the fitness programs that I provide. All right. But when have you ever seen a personal trainer learn anything about medicine? They don't, the worlds don't, they don't interact. And it's by design. All right. So doctors can only tell you what they know. Medicine, right? Me, I tell you what I know to heal you. And that's going to be fitness and blood-based nutrition. Also, there's been um a lot of debate about blood-based eating, and because for the simple fact is the testing that they're doing to compare it or say if it's really a real thing doesn't
mm,
align. It's not comparing apples to apples, so you can discredit anything if you're not testing it the same way, right? So it's not taught to you because there's a multi-billion-dollar business in medicine.
true, true.
We're designed to keep you sick. Our healthcare system is designed to keep you sick because it is profitable keeping you sick.
Facts. That's facts. It's
That's
true.
why
It
it's
worked
not
for me eating per my blood type. Now, Yoshi's asking, so how do we find this out? How do we dig deeper to find out about what's best for our blood type?
you can get my book. No, I'm kidding. You can get my book.
Get the book.
No, that was a little plug.
Yeah, get the book though.
No, but seriously, I will advise you all to consider getting Dr. Peter Diadamo's book, Eat Right, the number 4, your blood type. And that is how you can, that book gives you, and there's an app for your phone as well, that will tell you alone which foods are best for your blood type. And if you want a nutrition plan that's developed around that, then you can come and talk to me.
So run that other book you gave one more time. I'll put it in the chat.
Eat Right,
Mm-hmm.
4, the number 4,
The number 4. Okay.
the blood type. I actually have it right here.
You know,
This is his cookbook for it.
cook right. Mm.
Cook right for your blood type, but he has Eat Right for your blood type as well.
We go since we plug in books, just plug yours too. Holistic Health 101.
It's Holistic Health. In
Uh-huh.
fact, if you all do giveaways, I'll give one away tonight.
Oh,
but it's for
we
free.
do.
And I have it on audio as well, so they could get it on ebook or audio. So yeah, let's do that. Let's give 2 of them away.
Oh, look, hey, I like Dawn. I liked. Listen, you heard it here first. She's giving away 2 copies of the book. You gotta watch the whole live. Stay all the way through to the end of the live, and then we'll give it away at the end. All right?
Yep, I'll give 2 of them away. Yep. And so that is to answer her question or to get that book. If you don't know your blood type, which 90% of I find that 90% of the population do not know their blood type. There's multiple ways that you can find out. And if you guys want me, I can share that. But yeah, you need to know your blood type because healing is in the blood. That's biblical. Healing is in the blood. And that's a fact. Holistic Health 101, your only limit is you.
Siobhan says, Eat Right for Your Type is a good book. I read it a couple years ago. Are you living it though? That'll be the part. Are you living that?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know how. They don't know how to do that. And how does that apply to them? Why I need to do this, number 1. And here's the thing. they could eat according to their blood type and they'll have some results, but how much of what they should eat is even more important.
So that's when you really dig into it. There, like it has levels to it. All right, all right. All
But
right.
I would say just start with switching up the food. Test it for yourself. Don't believe me. I'm like the pastor in church. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go read the Bible for yourself, right? I'm saying to you,
Jah
don't
and
believe
Neci,
what I'm saying.
do
Go,
y'all
go.
know your blood type? I know it.
I
It's
know
flow.
mine.
I
You
know it
do.
flows.
What's your blood type, Nisi?
Huh?
What's your blood type?
AB positive.
Oh my. You are a unicorn. There are not, that's a very small percentage of the world population are AB. That's a challenging blood type. Very rare.
My,
Sounds like
uh,
me.
yeah, everything about her is challenging. So that's accurate.
Okay,
And
that's
rare, and you don't
Yeah,
disregard the other
yeah,
nice things she said.
true,
Okay.
true, true,
that's
true.
a good thing to be rare.
Yes.
Ooh, Marcus says I lived it for 3 months and ate according to the book. I lost 80 pounds and was feeling ridiculously good. Dang, 80 pounds.
See?
Nice.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yoshi wants to know, Don, why don't you like conch? The taste, the smell, the fact that it's a bottom feeder?
Most all of those things, honestly.
Mm,
The taste, the
makes
smell, the
sense.
texture. That's for me.
Okay.
But
I hear you.
mainly it's not good for me. It is definitely not a good protein to consume.
In general, or just for you? You mean?
In general,
Man,
very high in cholesterol.
Mm.
oh, conch. You
And
see, it's the things that you wouldn't expect. That
Shrimp,
like I
shrimp,
never conch
shrimp,
and cholesterol.
shrimp is another one.
Next topic. Next topic, please.
do you want the truth or no? I thought we brought down here for the
No,
truth. You
all
think
right,
you
no.
see you don't want the truth? What happened? We get
No,
into
Don't
the
shoot
bottom
the
of it.
messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
no. I'm not mad at you at all. Thank you. So you're saying shrimp is high in cholesterol?
Oh yes, it is. It is very high
You
in
see what I'm
cholesterol.
saying? Like these are the things that they do not tell us at
No.
all. You do not
Mm-mm.
learn these things. This is the first time I'm hearing in 40 plus years
But
that
there's
shrimp.
decades of research behind it. Decades. I mean, Dr. Peter Diadamo is the first to formalize it and make it something like in a book format. But his
Mhm,
dad, who was kind of a quack, his dad was doing it. He was. I'm not lying. He was a quack, but he was really, really. It was only because he was on a whole nother plane. Okay. And he really is the one that started the whole theory and started to understand how blood types were being impacted by the food. And let me give you a prime example. Nisi, I got a question for you.
mm.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to bring up my app here in the phone. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question about a particular food, and I want you to tell me if
Oh,
you know
dude.
if, if you feel good or bad when you eat it. Okay. Is that good?
Okay.
Can I do that?
Sure.
I'm kind of going all off your format. I'm sorry.
No. This is great. Let's go.
How do you feel when you eat beef?
I don't eat that much beef.
Does it because do you not like it?
I'm just. I mean, I eat beef, but I don't really feel a way if when I do, but I just don't naturally just don't eat a lot of beef.
Okay. Give me something you eat a lot of.
Pasta.
All right. That's a good one.
Um,
What kind of pasta are you
I,
eating? Like whole wheat or what?
I don't
Or
like
regular?
whole wheat pasta. I like regular pasta.
Okay, so that's flour. All right.
Unfortunately,
No. It's no dig. That's cool. I'm
no,
fine with
no,
that.
it's fine. No, I don't. We're good.
So now, how do you feel if you eat it in excess? If you like, let's say you had pasta all week, how would you, do you feel bloated?
If I eat it always, absolutely yes. If I eat it for a couple of days, probably yes.
It's not good
Hmm.
for your blood type.
Probably not. It's always the
No,
things that you like anyway.
I'm telling you here, it's not good for your blood type. It creates inflammation and causes the bloating.
I can't have pasta.
So here's what I am. I'm a realist. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll never tell someone don't ever have something because that's not real.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have Johnny cake. I'm gonna have French fries. I'm gonna have these things occasionally. What I
Hmm.
ask for you to say, if it's something you do every day, is it realistic for you to only have it maybe 3 times a week instead of 7 times a week for the rest of your life? Would that be realistic?
That's a rough, realistic number. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so we start from there and we work our way
Hmm.
back. And then I provide you with alternatives that you can consume that will give you that same taste that you're getting from the pasta, but it's going to align with your blood type.
Okay. So what would be the alternative to pasta for pasta then?
Do you like zucchini?
I do. I don't make it as much, but I do. I don't have a problem with zucchini.
You could make zucchini pasta.
I've been
Um,
seeing that. I've been tempted to try, but I've never tried it to
I would
make it.
also have you subscribe to brown rice pasta instead.
Mm, I've never heard of that.
Okay, look for it. It's a thing. It's a real thing, and they should have it on island too. So check for it.
Ground
Yeah,
rice pasta.
in fact, I'll be there in a couple of weeks, and when I come, I'm gonna look for it specifically for you.
Okay.
I'll send you a email. So yeah, that's just a little something there for you to think about. What are the good herbs to eat out any parasites in the gut?
To clean out the parasites in the gut. Yeah.
That's a great question. So I'm not an herbalist. I'm studying herbs now as we speak, as a matter of fact. So I'm not an herbalist. So I won't prescribe herbs per se as yet until I'm more versed in herbs. I deal more with nutrition, and so
Okay.
things that yeah things that are going to that's going to help you with parasites are mainly your deep greens, your dark green foods.
This is great information. I love it. I love it.
Your dark
Let's
green veggies are going to be the ones you want to really make your friend.
all right. So we have like the chat is clicking right now, but we want to get more
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don. No, that's fine. I'm loving it. I could do this all night. I don't care.
So can I.
But this is great. So thank you. So as far as that, we're learning about our blood type, which is crazy that most of us don't even know what it is. So that's the starting point. So people, if you're listening in the chat, find out what your blood type is first, and then we could go from there. Mine is O positive. What happens
Ah,
with me?
me too. So I'm just gonna tell you off the rip, stay away from dairy. You'll want to avoid. I never say don't. You'll
No,
want to avoid dairy because if I say don't, you're gonna go right and do it.
no,
So
no. I like dairy. Dairy doesn't like me. So I
no,
feel
exactly. Dairy is one thing you want to stay away. Wheat is another thing you'll want to stay away from. Pork, okay? And those are the main things that you want to stay with. But all other meats are your friend. So
okay.
meat is definitely something you're going to want to thrive on, and exercise that aligns with that is going to be something that's a little bit more rigorous, like a boot camp or weight training. Everybody should weight train, but a specific
Yeah.
type of weight training, powerlifting, that kind of stuff is gonna go well. I'm saying I'm an O as well.
Okay. That's what's up. Thank you.
Okay. Don, is it possible you just gave a suggestion for Jazz positive blood type? Can you give some other suggestion for other? I mean, there's people in the chat, they don't know it yet, but of course the video will always be there. Like, what are some other, like, for your O negatives
Okay.
or your A and B? Like, what are some things what are
Yes.
two things that they should just stay away from, or they can add to their regimens?
Sure. So I gave for O, I gave for A. A is one that you thrive more on a vegetarian, vegan type of diet, but seafood is also very good for you as well. Okay. There are some neutral meats, but that's something you should learn for in the book. But that's to stay away from. For AB, which is a rare blood. B, you should be wanting to avoid chicken. Chicken is like, yes, B, chicken is like poison to your blood. And then AB, I need to look that one up because it's the rarest one.
So I'm just regular smuggler. Everybody O positive? Damn.
Okay, so the RH factor, which is the positive and the negative, doesn't matter. That's not important. It's the letter, which letter you are. So there's O, A, B, and B. So I gave something for O, A, B, and now I'm going to tell A, B. You all should avoid with all costs, if possible, caffeine and alcohol. Those two things are going to be increased inflammation in your body.
For which one? For which one?
Caffeine and alcohol.
For AB?
AB. Yes.
Who said the AB in the chat? Who said the AB in the chat? You? Oh man. Well, she don't like
they have the rarest blood.
I don't like coffee at all.
And all cured meat. Yeah, that's right. Neci, all cured meat, smoked and cured meats are another avoid for you.
I can have smoked meat?
I said you should avoid it.
Avoid it. Yeah.
Anything that I say to you is really something you only really need to do 80 to 85% of the time.
What is it?
If 15%, you're 15 to 20%, you can go off. But 80 to 85%, if you want to heal your sickness, or if you want to reduce the inflammation, if you want to reduce the fat in your body, and fat has nothing to do with the size of a person. Mm-hmm. Weight is not even important.
Right.
Fat, these are the things that I'm advising that you'll want to do 80% of the time, is to do the opposite of what I've shared this evening. Is that?
You're so spot on, because I don't drink coffee at all. I can't do caffeine. I've tried it a few times. It's just not for me. I do I get like the crashing effect. It makes me feel horrible. So I don't drink caffeine. And so that makes so much sense to me.
I'm so happy to hear. I'm glad that this helps some.
You know what? Mm-hmm. You don't like the smoke herring either.
I don't like smoke herring either. Nope.
And it's not, and I'll tell you something too. Usually the things that are not best for you, you don't have a strong taste for them. Yeah. With the exception of us with O, we love cheese, and it is really like poison to our body.
Okay.
Like, the cheese.
Yeah.
Though.
If you crave something, it's because there's a deficit of something else in your body. If you're craving sweets, you have a deficit of the right kind of carbohydrates in your body. Carbohydrates are like rice, potatoes, things like that. That's what I'm speaking about.
Man, you're knocking it out of the park right now, Don. You guilty.
I ready to make this out about me. Like, I just, like.
You want to just ask you all taste a question?
Yeah, like,
No.
Yeah, I'm all like invested now.
I want to find out about the holistic health thing, because people might hear it and try to like dismiss it as some sort of quack science, and it isn't. So can you tell us, you have certifications in holistic science and everything is science backed. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I mean, it's just like when a physician prescribes medication for you. It's a science, okay? They say this medication does X, Y, and Z because science has proven that it will do X, Y, and Z, right? Yes, you agree?
Yes.
So it's the same thing for nutrition and fitness. There are sciences behind these things to validate what I do for a living. Okay. And it's not rocket science. I always say that because people like when they think science, they're like, oh, it's too complicated. Oh gosh, I gotta blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's not as complicated as you think, and anybody can do it. And with little tweaks and knowing what your specific body science is, which is dealing with holistic health, you can heal. Now, holistic health in general is a huge thing. It's not just what I do. It encompasses lots of different things. Anything that is going to be geared towards you healing without medication in a natural way, like a Dr. Sabi, that's holistic health. It's just a generic term.
Nice.
But it is real and it's science based.
Thank you for clearing that up, because like I said, people try to dismiss that stuff like it's just, something that somebody came up with one day in a sweatbox. And it really isn't.
Right. No, exactly. We were assigned what we should have when the world began, if that's what you believe in, right? And we just deviated as we learned more about how to do different things with these different foods that we should consume, nutrients that we should consume. Is what made us sick, and then over consuming things.
She's spitting today. Hey, we got some questions in the chat that we wanna touch on. Well, first, because they ain't gonna lay you up off of this.
Come on,
Kristen says she's A positive. Did she say A positive yet? They want to know what's the
yeah. She said A. She said A B A. She said A B and O. She said the A and the plus doesn't matter.
Yeah, the plus or the minus. So the plus. Let me restate it because it maybe sound weird. So the plus and the minus do not matter. Those are called your RH factors. Okay, it doesn't matter when we're calling about things that are healthy for your blood type. What matters is your specific. So any A, you want to thrive. You will thrive on a vegetarian, vegan, I'll even say pescatarian type of diet.
Good one. Okay.
For an AB, that's the one we talked about, the caffeine and the what else did I say? The caffeine and the other thing. That's
alcohol and smoke meat.
Yes.
Stuff, yeah.
Exactly. The smoked meats and all of that. That's what you would like. You should try your best to avoid 80% of the time. For the B, you should do your best to stay away from chicken. And then for us O's, we should do our best to avoid pork, dairy, and wheat.
Okay, wheat. Stay away from wheat. Wow.
Yes, I've told everything that we should. I kind of went across the spectrum on all the avoids.
Yeah, because man, I've been eating meat. You see, this don't bother me, the fact that they'll just give us this standard and it's supposed to be for everyone. And they say that wheat is better. They say that, the protein is better for you and dairy. And then we got the 4 food groups. And here you are telling me 3 out of the 4 I need to leave alone.
Wait, let me go. That's okay. Let me clarify something, if I may. And I'm so glad you just said what you said. All right. Jah, you just spoke some real science and you don't even know it. Because here is the thing. You do need to consume protein. All right. Wheat is not bad. That's relative to the topic for this evening. It's dependent upon your blood type.
Blood type, yeah.
The protein, we all need protein, and we need it in large amounts. But it's the kind of protein that you just need that is important. So when they're giving you these generic requirements or things that you should have, it's just that, it's generic, it's relative, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to really know what's best for you, you should know what's good for your blood type, because again, those things are healthy, but if it's not for your blood type, then it's making you more sick.
I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
So we need to learn nutrients. Every other country teaches their children nutrients, not food groups. That is a Western concept. That's a Western concept.
Is that true?
Yes. If we learn, so let me say it in an even more simple analogy. If our body speaks English and we're speaking French to the body, it's not going to understand it.
Okay.
So we're talking food groups to our body, and it doesn't know what a food group is. It has no idea about that. What it does know is your nutrients. Protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Those are your macros. There's others, but those are the ones you need in large amounts. Did that make a little bit better sense for you?
No, I'm right. Listen, I understand, and I'm following everything you're saying, and they follow you in the chat too.
The government didn't dupe you; they just didn't do you a real real credit.
They don't work for us anyway. They work for themselves.
That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother life. So
think about it. If they're telling us that this is what we need, right? And 70% of our U.S. population has one adult U.S. population has a chronic condition, and 50% have two or more. And now our children are 38% of our children have at least one chronic condition. Something is not right. Something is not adding up, but they're steadily throwing medications at you that tell you going in the end may have death or an arm is gonna fall off.
Ooh, it's heavy. Ooh,
it's
heavy.
I'm so passionate about it because
you should be. Crap. So we got he got a specific question about cheese. He got bougie cheese questions, and I don't want to ignore him. Is there any cheese that's good? Feta, blue, or gorgonzola?
Are there any cheese that's good? Okay, again, it's relative. Yes, there are some cheeses that are good, but it's going to still be prevalent to your blood type. So rather than me to ambiguously just throw something out there, first learn what your blood type is, then decide if even cheese is even something you should have, because good is relevant, not relatives.
What else we got? Marcus is asking, do you support the consumption of that gas?
What?
He's talking about marijuana.
Oh,
because he sells it. He want to know if you support that.
Yeah, I do actually.
But in what forms? Let me break it down even further. In what forms?
Well, now that's not my expertise. I'm not an herbalist.
Hey, she on it.
So I'm gonna
she on it with the disclaimers. I like
it. But I do know in research, and I'll just go back to science, because science has proven that pure marijuana, right from the God's green earth, is actually helping people with cancer and a lot of other sicknesses as well.
Yoshi asked a good question. We have this good fat, bad fat, trans fat, this wrong. Is there such a thing? Is avocado a good fat?
Yes, avocado is a good fat. So the kind of fats, so I did on my Facebook, on my IG, Facebook too, I literally just did a post about fats. So it's only about maybe a week or so, 2 weeks ago, that I did a whole video and I showed the different fats. I highly recommend you go pick up that, go to my IG DWF Wellness and check that out. But yes, so excuse me, the kind of fats that you want to be consuming primarily is going to be nut fats. Excuse me. But then it also depends on how they're prepared. So, but to answer her question, omega-3 fats are good fats. Those primarily come from nuts, and more specifically, they come from walnuts and almonds. The bad fats, the trans fats, are going to be the things that are fried. You know, that comes from stuff that's fried and highly processed. Those are the kind of fats that you want to stay away from.
So the omega-3s aren't the fish, shrimp?
Yeah, fish too. Fish does have omega-3 in it.
But it's not enough.
It does. It just depends on how much you're consuming. So you need a certain amount, right? So fish does provide it, but it also depends on the kind of fish you're consuming as well.
Mm.
Kind of. Oh man, this thing getting deep.
But it's not. I don't want. They're asking more specific questions. That first, don't ask these questions. First, know your blood type.
Oh.
That's the first and foremost thing.
Exactly.
Everything is. We all know what is good food and bad food, right? We all know that. If it's deep fried, we know it's not a good food.
Facts.
Right? If it's fresh from God's earth, we know that it's going to be a healthier food, you know. But then we can go into where's the soil, all of that, yes. But we don't, that's when you start to go down a rabbit hole and you get lost. Stick to the basics and you cannot go wrong.
Okay. I can't tell if I can't tell if Jericho is serious with this question. Wait a minute. For the people who should limit their chicken intake, does that apply to eggs?
That's a good question. Actually, eggs are neutral. No.
Explain, please.
No.
Explain, please.
Eggs are neutral. Typically, let me confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it could be. She's talking about B. Yes. Yes, eggs are neutral. So a neutral food is a food that's not bad or good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that ain't not a chicken in its unhatched.
She just saying neutral. It's neutral, and it's maybe the finished form. It's neutral.
But you just said it right there. Neci, because that's the thing. As they grow up, it consumes more. As they grow up, it gets more in it. And it impacts your blood differently. As it's fed more things, it gets more in it. And those things are what are going to impact your blood.
What? So, okay, like my stepmother had asked me one time, is eating eggs vegan, right?
No. It is not.
So that kind of threw me off when she asked that. But in my mind, no, you're not. Eggs are not vegan.
No.
But okay, so neutral.
But it might also depend on the vegan itself. You know, that's a whole thing right there.
When we talking neutral, we're saying it's good or bad for you.
It's not good or bad. It's not going to it's not going to help you, but it's not going to hurt you.
Okay. But then we were taught. But now we got to unlearn that we were taught that eggs are high in cholesterol.
Well, they are, but cholesterol is also not bad for you. See, y'all are going too deep.
Okay, we're going too deep.
Yeah, you're going too deep because cholesterol, yes, it helps with testosterone. Testosterone helps you to build muscle. And so, yes, but it's in excess. It's the kind of eggs you're consuming, where did it come from, all of that. This is why most healthy food regimens will tell you to eat egg whites.
True. So that is
Because
true.
the
Like,
cholesterol is in the yolk.
egg whites. So egg whites to avoid all that cholesterol. Okay.
So for me, I do, because I need the testosterone. I'm 53, like I said, I'll be 54 here, and so I'm getting to the point where I'm going to go through the change, right? And so my testosterone, some of my testosterone levels are low, so I will do 4 egg whites to 1 egg yolk. That's me, how I do things. But it really depends on the person.
The more questions we ask, the more I'm like, what?
Okay, can I tell you this? This is probably going to help you a lot.
Okay.
What this whole blood type thing is, it has to do with something called lectins. Lectins. Lectin. Okay. Yeah, women do need testosterone. Lectin.
No.
Okay. Lectin, it causes agglutination in your blood. What is that? Clumping.
Okay.
It causes a clumping in your blood. We need some clumping or you bleed out, right? But excessive lectin, that's right how you spelled it, Jah. Lectin.
Lectins,
yeah. Sai spelled it correctly as well. So, right. Glutination is like super glue in your blood. You need it, but if you have excess, it creates inflammation. Inflammation then creates chronic conditions.
We got to bring it back. We got to bring it back.
Also creates the chronic condition. So that's why. So it depends on how that food, how the lectin is impacted from that food, how it impacts your blood. That's what all of this is all about.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring you back on.
Wow.
Have like it's gonna just need to be like a 2-hour question and answer because my head is spinning.
What is going on? Listen, Jah, I have like a whole note sheet here, I have my tablet here, like tapping things to pin them, I'm quiet because I'm like in class studying. I gotta have my notes, prepare my notes and stuff. I'm telling you.
I know we don't like to read, but I'm telling you, not we, people in general, we don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you, get the Eat Right for Your Blood type book. It is going to save your life.
There we have it. Yeah.
And then couple it with my book. My book, like I said, I'm going to give 2 of them away tonight. But couple it with my book, which is a very easy read. I don't mess around. I get right to the point. Couple it with that book and you'll have primarily what you need. And I do have online wellness programs. I have a free community where I take questions and answers, and I have a course that it's free. People can join my community and all of this so that they can get more questions answers and they can actually start to learn and heal themselves.
All right.
Wow.
Let's bring it back around. Let's bring it back around. Let's, bring it to a digestible close.
Yes.
How about that? All right.
Yes, that's what I want to
do. I like that.
As a novice, right? As somebody who wants to learn more, but I'm at the beginner phase. I'm a noob. 4 things, please, where we should start. Because I know number 1 is find out what your blood type is. Where do we go from there?
Read Peter's book, Dr. Peter's book.
Okay, 4 things.
Read my book, number 3. No, I'm not even trying to plug my book. I mean that straight up because it gives you more than just this. It gives you the fitness aspect, everything. All right, and it all, and I would then say the first and foremost is get your mind right. Because if you don't have that ready, to be consistent, accountable, and you're just not gonna make it. So you gotta get your mind right. It starts there, understanding what your connection is with food, first of all.
So for anyone looking for the books, Marcus did put them in the chat. You could go there, and there is the Eat Right for Your Type book. There is
I have
Dawn's.
a revised version of my book, so I should give you the link to my book as well, because I have a second edition where I added more gems to it. So may I share that with you?
Of course. Should we get into the rules for the giveaway? Cause say like he wanna know how do I get up?
It's up to you. I don't have no rules. You set the rule. This is your house. I'm a guest.
Neci,
I'm just bringing the wine.
Neci, do you have a question that we could put in the chat or that we can pose, and they, whoever first we see, they get a book.
So can I get the second book after I get the first book? Because I just need to understand.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The first question the question I would say is something easy would be the first one. What area is she currently working on in terms of her next accolade? She said it a few times.
What area is she currently working on in her next accolade?
To obtain her next, what area is she currently studying for her next accolade? Because she said it a few times.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Ooh. You have to be paying attention to the question is out there.
Because if I can't get a book, they can't, they gotta think about it a little bit.
Is it herbalism? Is it herbalism?
Yes.
Yes.
It is?
It is?
Yes, it was.
Ooh, Marcus, you were right there.
Jerica said
for Jerica? That was Jerica. I think it was Jerica.
I know. Jerica, you won yourself a book.
And I'm going to you'll get the ebook and the audio. She'll get them both. She can do whichever one she wants to use.
So what do you need from her so she could get her
her email? Her email.
All right.
Jerica, you could DM us, DM the group, DM the page that your email, and we give it to her. So we have another question we need to do, Jah. You need to do the next question because I did a question.
So that was a good one.
It was.
Dang. What does Neci's blood type need to avoid?
Ooh. Well, you
she said three things. What is it, 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3? What are we saying?
I want 2 things. What 2 things do people with Neci's blood type need to avoid? I ain't even say the blood type neither.
Yeah, you gotta say the blood type. That's not fair.
Nah, they need to know
what my blood type was because it's unique.
You gotta
it's unique.
It is. Yes, that's a fact. Okay, fair. Yeah, look at y'all's house. I just brought the wine.
Come on, it's 2 things. You gotta give me 2. Sai said smoked meat. Marcus said alcohol. Yoshi said pasta and dairy. Sai said
no.
Sai said
no.
You gotta have 2 in the chat.
You gotta have 2.
You gotta get the 2 answers in the one message, not one-on-one. Say the 2 things together.
All right, I'm gonna post it again. Giveaway. What does Neci's blood type? Ooh, no, Jerica, you can't win again. I sorry. Don't do that. Like, what is you doing? Marcus says alcohol and smoked meat. That's correct, isn't it? For A/B type, alcohol and smoked meat.
That's correct.
Yoshi, man, you were right there. Yoshi. Pasta is 1 too. Yeah.
Yeah, she did say pasta too.
Sorry, I feel for you. And conch is
what's
wrong.
With this conch?
Conch is incorrect. Like everybody should have won
from.
Because that was the big
thing. Link for the book. Can I put it in the chat for you guys to post in that chat?
Of
Sure.
course.
Okay.
Marcus says give mine to someone else. Who was second?
Your cousin Marcus already got it.
Yoshi. Yoshi was second. Pasta and smoked meat. I know you hated hearing that pasta thing. You hated hearing that because that's her vibe.
Hurt my feelings.
But I didn't say all pasta, right?
No, you did. No, you didn't. But I have to look up this. What you said? You said ground rice
Right.
pasta is what you said.
They sell
I've
it.
never heard of that.
It's a thing.
All right. Yoshi was second on that. So we got a book for Jerica and for Yoshi.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just need their email address, and I sent my book link for them if because I don't think I could get your chat if you could post it there.
I got it. All right.
This is the second edition, and it's cheaper than it is on Amazon if they
Directly
use
from
it.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so
See?
excited.
It wasn't gonna be hard with me. I like to keep things very simple. Period. Just easy, real plain talk. Because my whole mission and purpose in this lifetime is to heal the world without medications. We're gonna heal the root cause of your chronic conditions. That is why God put me on this planet. And so to do that, you have to keep it simple and you have to speak it plain.
Facts. So I gotta keep that in mind. So Jerica and Yoshi, the two J's. All right, they up. Thank you. Nisi, what other questions you got? And don't make it be about AB.
I don't.
It ain't about AB people. Come on.
It's about me because I'm worried about me.
Let me just
She killed my spirit with the pasta, but the good thing is I'm not having as much pasta now anyways, which is good because I'm trying to do I'm doing Lent. I'm not a Catholic, but I do like the sacrifice of 40 days of something. So I'm kind of giving up the pasta. I'm not doing meat right now, so I'm not doing any meat for the 40 days. And then I typically don't drink coffee anyway, but I'm trying to do more greens and dark greens consistently, like daily, to make sure there's greens daily as well. So I already have the books in my Amazon cart. I about to check out in a few. I just wanted to make sure any other books are going to drop before I checked out. So I'm good.
Good. I'm so happy you all you have some very good things you're doing. Really, as in Marine Corps, we say good initiative. We usually say good initiative, poor judgment, but I won't give you poor judgment because you do have very good initiative. There are some things you will definitely need to do to tweak. You are going to probably end up having some sugar cravings, but again, you are in a step in the right direction. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty much everything wrong, except that I have been avoiding dairy, and I've cut down on my alcohol, just period. But I've been avoiding dairy because it'd be beating me up. I ain't gonna lie. So
me too.
So it's dairy, and what else was it? What else was it for us?
Pork and wheat especially.
Oof. All right.
I have one more question.
If you're doing so for bread, if you're doing Ezekiel bread, you can get away with that because it is wheat in its purest. It is true whole wheat, and it's in its purest form. But most of the things that we're eating are not, and that's another reason why we need to stay away from them.
True.
Okay.
So you have another question?
I did. If I can't find, where can I get the ground rice pasta if I can't find it locally here?
Amazon. You could get it from there.
Amazon?
All right. She just taking notes. She's just having a conversation. This a consult right now.
Paper legit. You see all these notes I'm scribbling? Like, I'm legit. I'm not playing with you.
It's not expensive, but yeah.
I got my notes.
Don, we would love to have you back again.
I had fun.
yeah, we try to.
Yes.
I feel like we didn't even touch on all the accolades and the sneakers, the Like all
Yeah,
these awards you got and stuff. I don't
yeah.
think the people got to know you,
Teaching the
but
blind. Yeah, we actually
let's do that,
taught
man.
at the blind. I taught with
Yes.
blind organization. Well, it's actually the Center for Disabilities in St. Thomas and St. Croix. I've done
Mm-hmm.
both there. So, but it's, you know what? I'd be honored to come back here.
Hey, no man, I uploaded these videos. No man, hold up. First, what is
Yeah, we
Angel
need to get
Eyes?
to the videos. Like we
Yeah,
so tunnel
oh, I
focused
got
right
them.
now. We
Oh, I
forgot
got
we
them.
had video.
Angel Eyes. You have a business, but it's more of like just to help. Angel Eyes. Can you explain what that is to us, please?
Yeah, so Angel Eyes Fitness and Nutrition is a nonprofit that I founded. I am the executive director for, but is governed by a board of directors now. But we provide tailored group fitness and nutritional counseling for the blind and low vision community all over the world, literally. People join via Zoom, or we also have on-site locations, 6 on site, but we have 5 now, but we are opening up a 6th one in New Orleans, and possibly in St. Croix, uh, partnering with the Center for Disabilities there. But what we do, like I said, we provide free tailored group fitness for the blind and the low vision all over the world. Yeah. And that's my give back to community. But again, we are a full-fledged nonprofit organization.
Awesome, awesome. And also, we're gonna just turn this into a rapid fire segment. So
Okay.
also, you have you have several accolades, one of which being the Lions Club International Melvin Jones Fellow Award and the Silver Sneakers Instructor of the Year finalist, and many others. What is your achievement that is like, man, this was the peak? This is what I've strived for.
Probably the Melvin C. Jones. That's a humanitarian award,
Mm,
and my
Mm.
yeah, it was a humanitarian award given to me by Lions Club International, the foundation, and we were featured in. I was featured in all of the magazines around the world in I think 235 countries. So that was a major thing for me. My goal is to be a philanthropist, uh, but I'm on my way with the humanitarian award. So that was my biggest one for me.
I'm sure. And you are thinking about bringing things back to St. Croix, you mentioned. So
Yes.
what is in the works? Can you tell us?
Yes, I have taught classes for the Center for Disabilities that's there in St. Croix and in St. Thomas. And I am having conversations with them, or had conversations with them, about potentially having classes regularly for them on a more consistent basis, I should say. And right now we offer classes 4 days a week.
What about like Zumba and stuff? Like
So
that's where you started. Are you trying to bring any
yeah,
of that back?
I still teach, believe it or not. That's what Silver Sneakers is. I still teach the 2 classes a day. Even when I'm
Wow.
seeing patients, because the thing about medical fitness is the physicians refer patients to me, and so I'm still seeing patients all day. But I still teach 2 classes a day to seniors, and like I said, 4 classes a week to the blind. So I still teach classes,
Wow.
and yeah, so I teach Zumba twice a week right now.
Dang. You're busy. Dang.
Wow.
The Silver Sneakers Award was for, and I'm up for Instructor of the Year again for that. And there's like 80,000 instructors and the Silver Sneaker instructors in the country.
That's amazing. And they're not believing that you're 50 and you're doing all these things and like
53. I'll be 54.
52. Man, stop
I
playing.
still box too. I'm a boxer.
What?
Hey,
Oh,
I don't know.
of
That's my
course.
Marine Corps tattoo.
Hey, see
don't
that?
play with,
Ah,
don't play.
Boxing tattoo.
Don got them hands.
that's what.
Don't play with
All
her.
right.
She got them hands.
Oh, I ride a motorcycle. Woo,
Don't run up.
yeah, I ride
I
a
love this.
Jerica, Jerica says, I always wanted to do Zumba, but I don't have the time. Did you not just hear the list of things she does? Did you not hear all of the stuff? It's the same 24 hours, isn't it?
You have to, you know what? Here's my question to anyone that says they don't have time. Do you pay now or you pay later?
Oh,
With your health. So, and it's going to be a lot more expensive if you pay later and start with medications and doctors and sicknesses. And now you're going on holiday and you can't even walk around because you're too tired. You're gas. Yeah. So what's an hour of time 2 or 3 times a week for whatever the cost is, as opposed to a lifetime of being able to do what I do?
Mm.
Thinking you still
all
20.
right. So, because I took the time to upload these videos and cut and paste, we're gonna watch them.
I'm
So,
sorry. The show
so
is
the
long.
first one, I'm gonna let you just provide some context, but it's you working with a patient, and he's on. I don't know what those things are. Can you
Yeah.
can you
Yeah.
let people know what's going on?
Yes, sure, for sure.
All right. So you can't talk during the video, but so can you tell us what it is that's coming up?
Oh,
What's going
yeah.
on in your video?
So medical fitness, it still look like regular fitness. It still looks like personal training, but it's the kind of program that I the fitness prescription that I create for you based upon whatever sickness that you have. So in the
Mm.
video, he is doing anti-gravity because of his chronic conditions that he has and chronic injuries. So it's an anti-gravity workout. And so in the video, he's using those bands for an upper body. It was a full body workout, but in the video, he's doing an upper body workout exercise.
Okay. Okay.
Bro. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
4. Make sure you feel it in your back.
Yes.
5. 6. 7. 8. His body,
She's still
because
talking.
he has some injuries as well.
So he
Okay.
was going. He was. You
And
still got to put the work in. Like, it's still fitness. It's still
yeah,
exercise, people.
yes, it is. But I'll tell you about that particular gentleman. WebMD just came and did an interview at my center for him. You all are familiar with WebMD?
Yeah,
Probably
Mhm.
seen it. So they came.
it's that site you go to, and then you Google what's wrong with
Yeah,
you, and it tells you you're dying. Yeah.
they'll be dropping an interview from my center with this gentleman here. And since being in my program, he was a diabetic for decades and been on high blood pressure medications for decades. All right. He's in his 60s. And being in my program in less than 6 months, and it's less than 6 months, he was able to reduce his medication by half. And he's never been able to do that. We are on our way to working him out of the medications and being healed. His A1C dropped 4 points.
Ooh, that's nice. That's amazing, actually.
No, I know. Obviously, you can't give out any of his medical specifics or anything like that. But like, basically, I guess an overview. What did you do to help with that?
Everything we talked about tonight.
Mm.
We started first, he got the prescription from his physician. And again, you don't have to work with me personally. I have programs that are online that you could do for yourself and heal you the same way. But for him, he got the referral to come see me. I did an assessment, figured out what was going on, read his medical records, looked at his medications, came up with the program for him, and then did a medical nutrition program for him. All right, that was tailored to what his sicknesses were and his blood type. And as I'm doing that, and in the beginning, he did everything wrong. And in the beginning, he didn't do most of what I advised. And that's normal because it takes
Yeah.
time. But once his brain connected with what we were doing and he started to understand how the food was impacting him, understanding that food is not food, it's medicine. Once he got that concept and he started to eat more for his blood type, that's when it all changed. And then again, that coupled with the fitness, which is really only 15 to 20% of the healing. The nutrition is the 80%. Once he got that, he started to see his numbers drop. He was like, wow, I can't believe that. He didn't think this was a thing. He didn't think it was possible.
Do you accept insurance? If so, what insurances do you accept?
I accept all insurances. I am in network with Medicare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana. Excuse me, I'm in the process of Humana right now. I'm in network with Cigna and what other one? So it's a couple others, but I accept all of them. It's just a matter of if I'm in or out of network with them.
What about TRICARE?
Yes, I accept TRICARE as well.
That's dope. We got one more video for you. It's about 2 minutes long, and we can't talk during it because I didn't upload it correctly, but we're going to play it. So can you tell them a little bit about what we're going to play next? It is from the conference, the women's conference, God Goals Girlfriends and Growing Your Green, from Dr. Yamilsa Roebuck. Hopefully we'll have her on the show next. Can you go ahead and tell us what's going on?
Definitely. I know you well. So it was a conference it was a vision board conference. And so we were all there, we were creating vision boards, and then she brought on specialists in various areas, from life insurance to investor, which deals more within the financial aspects of things. Someone from the health and wellness perspective. She had someone there that dealt with real estate as well as real estate investment. And so I was the expert on the health and wellness. And so that was me speaking about that at that conference.
All right. And here we go.
All right.
I'm a certified medical fitness practitioner and blood type nutritionist. What does that mean? I'm a healthcare provider. I actually treat patients that have chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, cancer. I treat them with fitness and nutrition, and I bill my services to insurance. So, how many of you have a chronic condition? So, chronic condition is obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, fibromyalgia, things like that. And how many of you think that medications are healing you? Okay, how many of you think that medications are helping your chronic condition? Well, why do we take them? Because the doctor prescribed them, right? But what if you could heal yourself with food and with nutrition, not food, nutrition and activity, exercise? Would you do that? Yes. Not saying that medication is not necessary, because sometimes it is, but it's a means to an end. Everything that we need to heal ourselves is accessible to us without medication. That's why the medication industry is a billion-dollar industry, because you do what? The doctor said take the medication and you just take it. Not knowing that it's also creating a whole bunch of other stuff along with it. Just like you see the commercials, okay, take this for X, Y, and Z, and you see everybody frolicking. Oh, and at the end they're saying, and your arms are going to fall off and you're going to die tomorrow.
Yeah, we need a conference like that back home for sure. We need.
She had it there. She had it in St. Thomas.
Oh,
she did it in St. Thomas before she came to Atlanta.
You see.
Wow.
Anything about?
I did, and it was sold out there as well.
I bet. Hey, you gotta come to St. Croix too. Bring it to St. Croix too, please.
Come on, I'll be in St. Thomas for Carnival.
No, you she had she's slim, trim, fit, and looking good in that. She tried to show off. That's what she going carnival for. Like, see,
I
it
don't blame
works.
her. I don't blame her.
Hey, I love
Yeah,
it.
I'll be
Yo,
there the whole week before too, just chilling and stuff. But
that's
yeah.
what's up. Hey, if I are going to St. Thomas Carnival, please don't stop Miss Dawn and just like start asking her about blood types and stuff like that. Let a woman enjoy Carnival, please.
You ain't gonna know me there.
Oh yeah, she thinks she recognizable. Look, what's that?
That's another face.
Yeah,
And this
you
feels
want to
like I'm the
wild
other
about it.
brown.
You want to be on somebody's
I'm
truck.
on
I
the
don't
clock.
see it. Hey, off. That's what's up. Yo, but we really do want to have you back. Like this
Okay.
was great. We really do want to have you back. I think that more people need to see this. We're gonna cut the clips from this, of course, and share it. And please, when we tag you, just go ahead and share it to your people them too, because this is dope. I love the conversation.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. I'm thankful to Marcus for making the connection. You guys are awesome. And I love your show. I think that I
Appreciate it.
do. So I'll be
Appreciate it.
watching it
Thank
regularly.
you.
I
That's what's
was
up.
like, oh, they got a good show. And Marcus has a great show. I'm like, this
You
is
were
good.
surprised.
Not surprised, just
uh,
happy.
good, good.
We
And you did
appreciate
a lot.
that very much.
And why is this the first time we're hearing about you? Like you're doing it in a major way. You're doing books. You got all these accolades and degrees and certification. Like this is
Because
why
for
we
so
do what
long
we
I was focused on healing people to where I didn't even think about it needs to be, when you just do something every day, you don't think about how you need to get it out to the world, right? And so
Mm.
I just didn't think about it. And I'm now ready. And I'm now realizing that if I want to meet my goal of helping to heal the world from their root cause, I have to let people know I exist.
do. That's what's up. And you're doing it. And we're gonna do our part to help you get your message out and hope
Thank
that more follow suit and get the book for sure. Can you tell us, like, again, even though it's in the chat, can you tell us again what your socials are, how people can reach out to you if they want to consult, if they want to,
you. Yeah,
link up with you?
sure. DWF Wellness is everything. Delta Water Frank Wellness.
Hmm.
DWF Wellness. And that comes from I used to be Dawn Wells Fitness, and I rebranded once I got into healthcare and became a healthcare provider, the credentials and whatnot. That's when I rebranded as DWF Wellness.
And I feel like we just scratched the surface because every time we ask a question, it opens up the doors to more. But if there's anything you would leave the audience with, any listeners, what would you tell them for your final words?
You hold the power. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to be on medication. There is another way, and it's not, I promise you, it's not hard. You can do it just with a little bit of tweaking, some focus, and consistency. And of course, you need support. You can heal.
Mm. There it is. As far as the insurance, she takes all of them. Humana is in the
Oh, yeah,
process.
I'm in network with Humana also. I'm in network with Humana. That was the other one.
There it is. Neci?
No, Humana is the one I'm working on. You're right. Cigna,
Yeah.
I'm in network. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the secretary or the she be keeping track. She be paying
Thank you,
attention.
Jack.
Very be honest.
Yeah, it's Blue
Appreciate
Cross.
you.
Oh, United
Me-
Healthcare too. I'm in network with United Healthcare and all of the Medicare Part B's. I'm in network with.
Nope.
Nice.
You could go ahead and get your health care and get it paid for through your insurance. There we go. And Neci, what are your final words?
I'm pleasantly surprised. Not that I wasn't expecting to be educated, but you also made it fun, realistic, and you brought it straight home so people can understand and digest it. So for that, I truly appreciate it because sometimes, things go over people's head. It's too many not the information is too much, but how you provide the information could be too much. I think it was very well done. It was digestible, relatable, clearly well engaged. We have questions. People were ready to buy books and are happy to have their books on the way. So I want to thank you for being accessible to us, being willing to come on the show, being willing to come back. And you're gonna definitely hear from me because you're gonna hear from me. I don't know about nobody, but you're gonna hear from me.
I owe you a box of brown rice pasta.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna walk with some to St. Thomas. If you come for a carnival, I'm gonna bring. You'll come get your.
Why
rice.
is she dragging me? You see how I put the people in truck because they're gonna say went for pasta, pick up pasta, and I put the people in road.
The truck for 101.3 Royal Film Gas.
Right, just like some pasta. You see how it been?
I'm serious. I'm gonna bring brown rice pasta. I promise you, I'm gonna have it.
You gotta bring your own food to St. Thomas anyway. But,
that's crazy. I love it.
Watch me. Watch me walk with it. I gotta contact you when I'm there.
and she gonna remember it because she don't forget nothing.
I'm gonna have it.
And as for me, first, Jerica, listen, I didn't mean to I'm not downgrading you. You're a difference maker. You're a difference maker and a teammate. We appreciate you. We love what you do. We thank you for keeping track of everything and keeping us in line. We appreciate it. As for me, my final words, we want to thank Dawn Wells of DWF Wellness for doing everything that she does with all the dedication and passion that comes with it, and that should be a part of healthcare, because too often we don't see that, we don't get that, because sometimes they're burnt out. They've been, there's a lot of intricacies and red tape and stuff that we don't see, so we just get the bad customer service. Well, clearly she loves what she does, and she does it with a purpose and a passion. So you'll go ahead and get that book. Go ahead and go to DWF Wellness on all of the apps that she's on. Check her out. Yo, we love this conversation. We definitely bring her back. Health is wealth, people. Go ahead and take care of yourself so you can be here longer for the people that you love and that love you. That's it. This has been another great episode of Seeing Difference. That is Dawn Wells. That is Miss Jah and Neci. I'm Jah. This is Seeing Difference. We love you. We out. Peace.
I hope you
Good job. I really, really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed myself. So that was amazing. So thank you so much for that. We appreciate it.
You guys made it easy. It's not hard. And I really hate that our healthcare system has made it seem like it's just not possible, but they give you all the medications and all the side effects that come with it. They're going to keep you sick. And it's not necessary.